Welcome to our channel. Here the darkest stories don't stay hidden forever. This is When Darkness Falls. Every parent knows the fear, the moment when your child slips out of sight, when you call their name and there's no answer. For most of us, it only lasts a few seconds before the relief floods back in. But for some families, the moment never ends. And imagine that moment never ending. Imagine calling their name again and again, but only being met with silence. Your heart pounds with fear. 1 second you see your child, the next they're gone. Every parent knows the flash of panic, the breathless moment when you scan the crowd or the playground, desperate just for a glimpse. In the instant, you're frozen, too scared to cry, too terrified to breathe. You call their name, but there's no answer. You search and search every corner, and still nothing. This is a case of missing Michael Donaghy. Michael Wayne Donaghy was born on May 12, 1986, in Victoria, British Columbia. He was a bright, energetic little boy who loved playing outside, spending time with his family, his parents, Crystal and Bruce. They had described him as happy, curious, and very active. Michael was just 4 years old when he disappeared. At the time, he was a preschooler who loved cartoons, playing with toys, and being outdoors, like many kids his age. He was described as a sweet, slender little boy with blonde hair, bright blue eyes, and a face full of dotted with freckles. Michael had a younger sister, Caitlin. Michael became a big brother in 1990 when his sister, Caitlin, was born. The bond between them was very important to him. He liked helping his parents and being part of the family rhythm. A Sunday afternoon, a family football game, and a playground, just steps away, and then silence. On the spring Sunday morning, Michael's mom, Crystal, had a touch football game at Blanchard Park Elementary School in Victoria. Bruce and the kids came along. Before the game started, Michael had asked if he could go at the playground just a short distance away, and his parents agreed, knowing that they could see the area and he'd be safe. But within minutes, when Bruce went to check on him, Michael was gone. He had vanished without a sound. What became as a fun family morning turned into every parent's worst nightmare. His disappearance would become one of the largest and most haunting investigations in Canadian history. And to this day, it does remain unsolved. On March 24, 1991, Michael was wearing blue canvas shoes with rim trim, a hooded jacket, and his favorite Ninja Turtle t-shirts. He was playful, curious, and, like most children, he loved adventure. That Sunday, his family set out for a flag football tournament at the elementary school. His mother, Crystal, was preparing to play. His father, Bruce, watched from the sidelines. Michael had asked if he could go to the playground nearby, just meters away. Crystal recalls zipping up this hood against the wind, giving him instructions to wait at the park and let him go. It was the last time she'd ever see her son. Sometimes around noon, Michael disappeared. There were dozens of parents, players, and children at the school, yet no one saw what had happened to him. The game stopped immediately as friends and family and bystanders spread out in every direction calling his name. Within minutes, police were called. Detective Inspector Fred Mills later said it was clear from the start this was more than just a missing child. It had been a sign of an abduction. What followed was the latest search in Victoria's history at that time. Over 200 volunteers and officers scoured the area. Helicopters with heat-seeking equipment circled overhead. Civilians and Coast Guards team join in. but still no trace of Michael was found. The trail was already getting cold. In the decades that followed, the case has produced more questions than answers. In 2006, a young man in British Columbia resembled Michael. DNA provided otherwise. In 2009, a Milwaukee man was a disturbed past was found with Michael's missing poster in his home, but still no connection. In 2011 and again in 2013, new leads emerged, but DNA testing ruled them out too. In 2020, a TikTok video showed Ninja Turtle t-shirt found underwater. Michael's family quickly confirmed it wasn't his. Over 11,000 tips have been logged in since Michael disappeared, but not one has brought him home. But in Victoria, Michael's abduction was described as a loss of innocence. Parents became fearful, schools became cautious, and the idea that a child could vanish from their zone of safety just steps from the parents shook the city. Crystal had turned her pain into being a champion for change. She became president of the Child Find BC, pushing for a better future. In 2002, she supported the introduction of the Amber Alert system in Canada, believing it could have saved her son. Each year, the community gathers for the Keep the Hope Alive run, organized by Michael's mother and sister Caitlin, to raise money for the child find and keep Michael's name alive. 30 plus years, and this case remains open. Age-enhanced sketches show what Michael might look like today, now as an adult. Police continue to appeal to the public, saying all it could take is just one person to bring Michael home. Bruce put it plainly, "I believe somebody took him. For what reason, we don't know. We just want our son back." The disappearance of Michael is one that most perplexes cases in Canadian history. Most missing children are found within hours, or at least within days. But Michael is part of the fraction of the percent of the rarest cases where a child is abducted by a stranger from a place where he should have been safe. Crystal says she still hasn't given up hope. If Michael's out there, he's now an adult. And if he has questions, if he sees a picture and realizes that's me, we're here for him. Michael's case is not closed. His family has not stopped searching. And maybe, just maybe, someone out there still holds the key to bringing him home. At the time of his disappearance in 91, Caitlin, his sister, was still a baby, just under a year old. Because she was so young, she has grown up living under the impact of her brother's disappearance rather than having many memories with him. Each year since 92, a city of Victoria has hosted a Michael Dundee Keep the Hope Alive run. It's more than just a run. It's a gathering of the community, families who stand together in hope for Michael and for other missing children. Michael would be 39 years old in 2025. Through the decades has passed, his family has never stopped searching for answers. His case still remains open, and investigators still encourage tips no matter how small. Michael's story is more than a tragic mystery. It's just a reminder how one single child's disappearance can forever shape a family, a city, and even a country. His impact has been enduring. His sister, his parents, and countless others have carried his memory forward, keeping alive the hope that one day the truth will be known. More than 30 years have passed since the sunny spring morning in Victoria, and yet Michael's story has never faded. His parents, his sister and Caitlin, and the community have carried him forward, refusing to let his name be forgotten. Every tip, every lead, every run held in his honor is a reminder that the search isn't over. Technology advances, witnesses remember, and sometimes even the darkest mysteries eventually find light. Michael may still be out there. Perhaps one day, the truth of what happened will finally come to surface. Either way, though, his story is not finished. The question remains, after all this time, will Michael one day be found? What are your thoughts on this case? Do you believe that someone in the community still knows the truth? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you have any information about his disappearance, please visit michaeldundee.ca. Click on the Report a Tip button. Even the smallest detail could be the one finally big break that can bring Michael home where he belongs. And if you like this case as we cover, please hit the subscribe, click that bell icon so you'll never miss another case. Until next time, please stay safe, look out for one another, and lock your doors. Bye for now.